For the Bulls of South Florida, the game against UConn was about more than the homecoming festivities.
The give to Ford. The spin move to freedom.
It was about seizing opportunities.
Taking a shot, and it's intercepted. Nick Roberts with the pick for the Bulls, and a lot of green in front of him.
And showing their hometown why the nation has taken notice. USF is now one of only 5 remaining undefeated teams this season. Charlie Strong has led the Bulls to a 7-0 start for the second time in program history. But this team aims to accomplish even more. Because they have the talent, the speed, and the heart to exceed all expectations. Growing stronger as men and as a family. Loyally supported by fans, alumni, and legends of the past.
Barnett keeps, runs the left side. He's got the first down, cuts it back inside, and he scores. And USF extends their lead.
Because on this team, it will forever be Go Bulls. Where does strength come from?
The Bulls knock off a Power 5 team in a bowl
city?
game for the second consecutive
Your home?
year.
Or is it where you are going?
And this is going for a touchdown, 6 for the Bulls.
All the work and effort that brought you here, to the moments that define you. Strength isn't about what you can do. It's about what can be accomplished as a team. A family pushing each other toward greatness, to define their own legacy for a new era on the Bay. This is Bulls country. Bull strong, inside USF football.
2 claps to the rip, clap, 2 claps to the rip, clap. Woo!
We got a lot of speed.
A lot of speed comes out of Florida.
Extremely fast.
We can all play with anybody in this country.
Anybody in the country.
We're hungry. We have a chip on our shoulder.
We continue to go out there and fight each and every day.
What's wrong with being the underdog?
No matter what it takes, we're just gonna try to win.
That's what we're gonna come out there and do, and just show the world.
We can run with anybody. So now it's just a start, but we're gonna keep it going. It's time to, put the lights on and start the show.
Bull Strong inside USF football is presented by Coca-Cola, Hooters, Tampa General Hospital, USF Health, Florida Lottery, Wendy's. Wendy's is a proud partner of USF Athletics, and when the Bulls play, you win. Get a free small fry after each Bulls football game and score a free small Frosty when they win. Valid for 24 hours after any game day at participating Tampa area Wendy's locations. No purchase necessary.
Well, as a coach, that's what your whole goal is, to develop young men. And you have to make sure that they understand what you want from them, and they understand that they have to go reach their potential. A lot of young men, the reason why they're in a position they're in, some of them don't have any confidence. They don't believe in themselves. But if they know that you believe in them, that belief starts and the confidence start coming, and then they start developing. A lot of times they act like there's a wall that they're hiding behind, but it's your job as a coach to get them to step on the other side of that wall and become the person that they can become.
This segment of Bull Strong inside USF football is presented by Tampa General Hospital.
program, and we're trying to build a tradition, and I think that's really starting to take shape now. And I think people around the state, and especially people in the Bay Area, are really starting to feel like this is their team, their hometown team.
I think people have great pride in this community, and knowing that we are a jewel of it, that they want to succeed and help be a part of that movement.
I think that the ceiling for this program there is no ceiling for this program. I just think this program can be as big as we want it to be.
One of the exciting things about being a relatively young university is to see some of our players and to see them come back and be an integral part of our program and be visible. And the fact that they're coming back even more now and recently means that they're very proud of what has been accomplished by the program and by the players. We want to be a family here at USF. We are, and that becomes more evident every day as our former student athletes come back and become a greater part of our current situation.
Any successful brand has a great support system, and we are Tampa Bay's college football team. And the more the Bay Area, the more Tampa Bay supports this football program, the better it is for our young men. I think the better it is for this community, because we have a great product, we have a successful product, we have something that they can be proud of, and their support helps our young men perform even better.
With us being within the community and us being the university that plays football within the city, you want to support, and we need to get the whole city behind us. I know we have a lot of alums. We need to get them on board. We have a lot of faculty. We need to get them on board, but everyone needs to get on board. And if everybody wants a good football team, but you have to have support also.
We got a lot of speed.
A lot of speed comes out of Florida.
Extremely fast.
We can all play with anybody in this country.
Anybody in the country.
We're hungry. We have a chip on our shoulder.
We continue to go out there and fight each and every day.
What's wrong with being an underdog?
No matter what it takes, we're just going to try to win.
That's what we're going to come out there and do, and just show the world.
We can run with anybody. So now it's just a start, but we're going to keep it going. It's time to put the lights on and start the show. I'd explain our offense as a tempo, high-intensity offense that we're not fearful of anything. We're not scared to take shots. We're not scared to, run it right up your gut.
Yeah, we've got a pretty good little stable in the backfield right now, and I always tell the O-line guys, we got to take care of those guys, because they're going to make us look right a lot of times. You just love the type of physicality and the explosiveness that they can bring.
We'll be physical, we'll be fast, and we'll keep you on your toes.
This segment of Bull Strong Inside USF Football is presented by Wendy's. As Halloween approached, there's no masquerading for the South Florida Bulls. They are the real deal, having harvested more wins over their last 41 games than all but 2 teams in the country. The excitement in the Bay Area and beyond grows weekly for this top 25 program, and the Bulls were primed to try to go 7-0 for the 2nd straight season as they got set for homecoming and a visit from the UConn Huskies. The Bulls have been developing something really special for several years, but they know the rest of the football world realizes that too. As they've emerged from the cloud of the rest of college football, their opponents bring their best each week. And the longer the streak goes, the more intense it gets for Charlie Strong's squad. Where South Florida has dominated is in the win column, and they have learned how to do that in all sorts of circumstances and scenarios. It's not always a picture-perfect South Florida homecoming day. Sometimes it's with a big defensive play. Against UConn, it would be with a remarkable performance from their running attack. But the biggest thing is the ability to be patient, even when things don't start the way they were planned.
Barnett dumps it off. Wilcox through his hands and intercepted.
The bounce of the ball put Brian Jean-Marie's defense in a tough spot. The Huskies went 3 and out on their first possession, but took advantage of good field position on their second.
Bendel the handoff. Hall opens up. Mensa's got a first down and a touchdown. pocket, looking for Wilcox down the field, intercepted again!
2 possessions, 2 picks, but Charlie Strong's teams don't panic. They roll up their sleeves and problem solve. The Bulls' concept of team took over, and the defense kept UConn from cashing in on the second early turnover. Nothing new there. Since Brian Jean-Marie became defensive coordinator, South Florida's defense has become one of, if not the best, in the American Athletic Conference. And they kept playing well, while the high-powered South Florida offense struggled to find their rhythm much of the first half. The confidence stemming from past success makes it easier to be patient, and USF kept plugging away.
1 minute to go in the half, 2nd and 2 from the UConn 15-yard line. Bulls have all their timeouts, but you can't forget about that clock. Now at 49 seconds. 2nd and 2 from the 15. They run it, and here is a touchdown.
Johnny Ford, the freshman running back, his 3rd touchdown of the year.
43 seconds left in the half, but the Bulls get on the board as Johnny Ford runs it in for his 3rd touchdown of the year.
So it was back to even as the teams headed to the locker room, and South Florida was already making adjustments and talking about the task ahead before the halftime show even started. The late score not only brought a sense of relief, but foreshadowed a 3rd quarter offensive explosion that would put the Bulls ahead for good.
And the Bulls will throw. They flare it out. He's got the field beat. He breaks a tackle. St. Felix, 80 yards and a touchdown. Randall St. Felix from 80 yards out. Just the hitch pattern again. Blake Barnett hit him, and the Bulls lead for the first time this game.
It took just 1 play to start the second half with a touchdown, and Ray J was roaring with approval and anticipation. And it was just the start. The first series of the second half is always important, and South Florida set the tone for a wildly productive reboot. The mental toughness of quarterback Blake Barnett was evident. Suddenly, passes that did not connect in the first half were threaded with precision, mixing in a ground game that spread the ball around.
And the Bulls ready to go here from deep in their own territory. Student section at their back. And they will run on first down and splitting the seam and going all the way down the field for a huge gain. And finally out of bounds is Johnny Ford.
Findell keeps it himself, following Beals. He's over 100, and he's into the end zone.
UConn showed its mettle and kept the game tight, but the Bulls refused to relinquish the momentum. The timing was perfect. The depth of South Florida's contributions now extended to special teams.
Here comes USF. Gernard Phillips, a 65-yard return.
Sometimes in football, it's not just what you do, but when you do it. Phillips' return took the sting out of the Huskies' score and put the ball back into the hands of Blake Barnett.
Barnett keeps, runs the left side. He's got the first down, cuts it back inside, and he scores. That's 6 for the Bulls, 20 yards. Blake Barnett, and USF extends their lead.
Barnett is a graduate student, and his legs, arm, and perhaps most important, his leadership had things looking good on the scoreboard and maybe even better in the stands, where the decibel level from the homecoming party was reaching new heights. And the noise and enthusiasm had its effect on the field as well.
Taking a shot, and it's intercepted. Nick Roberts with the pick for the Bulls, and a lot of green in front of him. Roberts looking for the pick 6. Finally brought down at the 16-yard line. The redshirt freshman with his 2nd career interception, and a huge one for this USF defense.
Getting the edge and getting into the end zone for a touchdown is Johnny Ford. He's in for the 2nd time tonight.
It's often said that football teaches good life lessons. Against UConn, the Bulls were not perfect, but they persevered, adjusting and working until they got to their game. And the result was tying the record for the best start in program history at 7-0, sending their homecoming crowd home happy.
The gift to Ford, has the first down and more. The spin move to freedom.
And he spins away from a tackler into the open field. Here he goes, Johnny Ford, his 3rd of the night. This one from 43 yards out.
Ford and Jordan Cronkrite each went over 100 yards rushing as the Bulls piled up 611 yards of offense. They're one of 5 unbeaten teams left in the country, and 2 of them reside in the East Division of the AAC.
Thank you, thank you.
Bulls Strong inside USF Football is presented by Coca-Cola, Hooters, Tampa General Hospital, USF Health, Florida Lottery, Wendy's. Wendy's is a proud partner of USF Athletics, and when the Bulls play, you win. Get a free small fry after each Bulls football game and score a free small Frosty when they win. Valid for 24 hours after any game day at participating Tampa area Wendy's locations. No purchase necessary. The Bulls Strong Inside USF Football postgame report is brought to you by USF Health.
You know, we got the victory, but we didn't play as well as we're capable of playing. We allowed this team to stay in the game. We're a better team than that, and we can play better than that.
Sound like a broken record saying it. We should have came out better in the first half. But, you know, I'm really proud of how the team played. Once we got the momentum and got our guys rolling, I feel like we were executing and doing our job.
But offensively, you know, you look at the performance of Johnny Ford. You know, we was able to rush the ball for right at 300 yards.
I just thank Coach Keene and Coach Crone for the opportunity. I text them that mostly after every game. Just thank you for the opportunity, because without the opportunity, I'd probably still be waiting my turn. But now that my turn here, I'm taking advantage of it and giving it all I got.
They run left side, and getting the edge and getting into the end zone for a touchdown is Johnny Ford. He's in for the second time tonight.
If we haven't played our best football game, imagine when we do play our football game, that it's going to be lights out.
Well, Johnny was the player of the year in Dade County, and so, you know, he had the opportunity to go to a lot of different places, and we ended up getting him. And he's an explosive, quick back, and you see when he hits the hole, he's not going to run away from a lot of people, but he's a little guy that can hide behind the lineman, and then once he, breaks to the second level, he can get you a bunch of yards.
You know, we're trying to take everything week by week, faceless opponent, and obviously trying to keep the streak alive. We're coming out every week to practice and prepare to win, and so to be able to do that now for 7 weeks in a row, it's good.
And the Bulls will throw. They flare it out. He's got the field beat. He breaks the tackle. St. Felix, 80 yards and a touchdown. Randall St. Felix from 80 yards out.
We lost so many guys last season, and then you're sitting here where we're sitting at 7-0, and you got a bunch of young, talented players playing, and they're playing well. I mean, we're playing good enough to win, but we can play much better.
It feels great knowing that we play at home and the whole crowd cheering for you, so I got to hype them up as they hype me up.
Dealt to the air with the first play of the third, taking a shot, and it's intercepted. Nick Roberts with the pick for the Bulls, and a lot of green in front of him.
I was just keying him, and he kept looking down to his left, which is my right. When he threw it, I just broke on it and got paid. Yeah, I thought I was gonna score. I should have stayed up, but it is what it is. I'm gonna give me another one. I'm gonna score.
It's game on, because next week it's time to play.
Once again, it's a faceless opponent. We want to, prepare as best as we can for this week, and try to come out and play our best ball.
We got a lot of speed.
A lot of speed comes out of Florida.
Extremely fast.
We can all play with anybody in this country.
With anybody in the country.
We're hungry. We have a chip on our shoulder.
We continue to go out there and fight each and every day.
Hey, what's wrong with being the underdog? No matter what it takes, we're just going to try to win.
That's what we're going to come out there and do, and just show the world
You can run with anybody. And now it's just a start, but we're going to keep it going.
It's time to put the lights on and start the show.